As we prepared this update for you, an amazing snowfall hit the Louisville area. To us, it was like a parable, like it was just affirming that the snowball is rolling. First, the snowball is rolling when it comes to our key purpose, a laser-like focus on evangelism and church planting among previously unevangelized people.
With thousands of new believers coming to Christ around the world and hundreds of new churches being planted, it's clear that your investment in Team Expansion is yielding fruit thanks to God's power and the people of Team Expansion who are working hard for you and for Him. The snowball is also rolling here in Louisville at our sending base, the Hopewell House. When we moved here, there were just 5 of us. We had $1,900 to our name. This building seemed like it had a lot of space, and it did. It served us well, but now its time is past. Today, there are 40 of us between our strategic partner Crossroads and our international services staff. In addition, back then we had 127 missionaries around the world. Today there are over 300. But God has an answer. He's provided us with 61 acres, gorgeous, 2/3 wooded, and we've already got the first building there. It's a workshop barn that we call the Freedom Barn. But now the only thing that stands in the way of this staff having a place that will unlock its capacity for the future is the Prayer Center and Atrium building, where we hope to move by December. Now, thanks primarily to an initiative called 29, there are a number of individuals and churches that are stepping forward to take part like founding partners with us here at Emerald Hills. They provide the funding to purchase a prayer shelter like this one, which they come to our actual property and help erect themselves. And the second part of their investment covers the cost of these really cool handheld computers that folks can use when they come and do prayer walks here at Emerald Hills. The last portion of their investment goes to cover the cost of a prayer center and atrium that'll be located up at the front of our property, which we'll use for offices during the first couple of years of staying here at Emerald Hills. As you can see, this is the construction site where that building will be going up during the next 6 months. It might not look like much now here in the snow and the construction mud and the stakes and the big heavy equipment, but over the next few months this site will be transformed, just like this campus is being transformed through gifts like yours. Those gifts are going to create, for instance, those prayer shelters that are drawing people out into these woods along those trails so that they do prayer walks and they get in connection with God and with their church's missions program and with how they might be able to serve Him worldwide. And we want to say thanks. If you're one of those givers that's been making all this possible, we want to say thanks to you. I mean, my mind can't forget the school teacher in Ohio that takes every dollar that she can to be able to help us do this. The youth group that actually fasted and went without food to raise money to make this happen. The businessman in Nashville who basically just wrote out a check. All different people, and they're different size gifts, but they represent different kinds of sacrifices, all sizable sacrifices, so that we can get this property launched, get out here and undergird future growth for world evangelism. To recap our objectives here at Emerald Hills. First, we want to create a place where people can come together to pray, retreat, and learn about their place in God's kingdom, whether it's here in the United States or worldwide. So this is a place for individual missionaries, teams of missionaries, also when they come back from overseas to have a place to come home to regroup and retool. It's a place where local churches can come to be able to connect with their missionaries more effectively. If we can pull this off, it can become a nerve center for the 35 to 40 teams that we already have in place and for the 40 teams that we hope to launch during the next 3 years. But for that to happen, we're going to need more help. Aren't these woods beautiful? I'm happy to tell you that thanks to individuals and churches taking part in the 29 initiative, God has already provided around $350,000 of income to be able to tackle these projects, to be able to move us here and increase our capacity so that we can continue to not only send and support the missionaries that are already out there, but double in size, hopefully over the next 3 years. It's a tall task, a big challenge. That's where we're hoping you'll come in. by Christmas time, we'd love to come up with the final $350,000. Would your church or group, or would you as an individual, consider either making some kind of a sizable gift or perhaps adopting one of the remaining prayer shelters? If we can provide a home for Team Expansion, for Crossroads, and for Brigada, if we can undergird the future, then I can't think of a better place and a better project to tackle than Emerald Hills.
Please join us in prayer and a celebration of giving. The snowball is rolling. Please join others and jump on board to help us finish this task. Let's build Emerald Hills so we can build a bright tomorrow in missions.